Okay, um, barometers. That's what we're going to work on here is a barometer. Barometers are used to measure air pressure. Uh, it's probably not something that you pay attention to that much when you're looking at a weather report. You know, you're probably looking at what's the temperature going to be, what's the precipitation going to be. But a barometer is probably the best thing to look at if you want to predict the weather, because a change in the air pressure is going to tell you about a change in the weather. So that a barometer, they give you information about air pressure, what the air pressure is. Is the air pressure going to be high? Is the air pressure going to be low? Okay. You'll have to look at it yourself, but this is called an aneroid barometer, and you can see there's a little needle in there. It almost looks like a clock, but it's not a clock. Now there's a bunch of coils and springs inside there that you can see. It's kind of neat with these barometers, you can see them. And what happens is when the air pressure increases, it squeezes those springs together and it makes that needle go up or down. So when the pressure goes up, it squeezes those springs and the needle goes up. When the pressure goes down, those springs loosen up a little bit and the needle falls back down. So that's how a barometer works. That's how these barometers work. Now, a barometer, if you just looked at a barometer for all day, you'd maybe notice it move, like a little bit throughout the day, unless there was like a big storm that came in, then you'd see the needle move. But usually barometric pressure changes really slowly. So these ones are nice because we can simulate a change in pressure by pumping air into the plastic barometer. Okay, so I've got this air pump and I've also got this little nozzle right there at the end. And if I turn that, then that can release the pressure. Maybe you heard that little hiss of air releasing. So this is just like a bike pump. All right, so if I increase the pressure, you should see that needle climb. So that would be really, really high pressure. And then suddenly if the air pressure dropped, you'd see that needle drop. Okay? So this would be, if this happened in real life, that the pressure rose that fast and then dropped that fast, that would be like a hurricane or something. Usually the pressure just changes a tiny little bit and a tiny little bit more. But if you notice that there's a change in pressure, then you can really use that information to predict that the weather is going to change. Okay? So high pressure means dry weather. Low pressure means stormy weather. So if it's like nice dry weather, real dry weather, storm. Dry weather, storm. Okay? So that's how the barometer kind of helps you predict the weather. And a barometer, once again, it gives you information about the air pressure.